Scottish. What am I going to do? Let's be honest. What the heck am I going to do? Joey Moss goes to Walmarts and Targets all the time and buys Magic the Gathering products, as well as local game stores. But this is different. This is news to me. My buddy Manny sent me a message in Facebook. He's like, dude, check this out, man. Walmart and Target, they're going to be discontinuing carrying product.
You're a liar.
Trading card games. Buy sports cards, too.
You're lying.
I looked into the matter, started doing some research. And this might be isolated. This could be isolated instance, but I have a lot of stuff I want to share with you guys, especially personal experiences going into Walmarts and Targets and the kind of stuff I heard and the kind of stuff I witnessed firsthand. But this letter says, to ensure the safety of all guests and team members, to ensure the safety and the fair distribution of high-demand items, all MLB, NBA, NFL, and Pokemon cards, $19.99 and above, will only be sold on Fridays at 8 a.m. on a first-come, first-served basis. This has allowed for people to be camping out at Targets overnight. That's pretty nuts. Target's not 24/7. There might be some stores that are, but none I'm aware of. I know there used to be a bunch of Walmarts, but that were 24 hours, but not anymore. Interesting. Okay, what else do we have? Target is saying some stuff. Now we have Walmart. Attention trading card vendors. This is the one that really made its rounds. The trading card categories have been removed from the sales floor, and sales of these items have been suspended due to inappropriate customer behavior and increased demand. Please do not stock these items until further direction from management has been given. Questions and comments can be directed to the management team. Thank you, store management. So they're putting this information up for vendors saying, hey, stop stocking shelves right now. We have a problem going on. I want you guys to take a look at this. Okay, this is some comments that are left from just people, who every day probably going up in Walmarts and Targets, This person says they're not addressing the huge problem. Employees are buying them out before anybody else has a chance, and they can't control it. And there is nothing in the handbook saying employees can't buy whatever that is. Someone else says the inappropriate customer behavior is likely the reports of fights breaking out over cards, harassing employees about store stock, and yes, also theft. Target is close to banning people from camping out overnight, the night before new stock is received. That's insane. I remember, if there was an NFL, what was it, Madden. Madden was the big thing. People would camp out overnight, get the new Madden copy, run home, play it, I remember people doing that at GameStops and whatnot, or just the newest game, whatever was the big new game that came out. People would camp out in the parking lots. But now they're doing it with trading card games so they can flip them and make a quick buck. They said Target's close to banning people from camping out overnight before new stock is received, and has posted notices limiting the number of packs a person can buy. That's true. And stating they will no longer tell people when their shipments come in. I know that part for a fact because I've been to several different Targets. One of them, it depends really who's monitoring the situation, but they have since took even more preventative action and moved the trading card games to electric department where they're more monitored, they're more under surveillance because of the issues they were having, because of the fights, because people would just be buying, 20, 30, everything. When it comes in, it hits the shelf, it's in their cart now, and they're walking out the door. And scalpers, which we're going to get into, people that scalp this kind of stuff, is an issue. I'm surprised this hasn't happened a long time ago. The entire TCG manufactured scarcity business model lends itself to the worst human behaviors and those with the least amount of mental and emotional development, resulting in weak ethics and impulsive behavior, then create this inevitable trend of misconduct. I hate scalpers. I hate the business practices that enable them far more. Other than just selling it directly online, from the actual people who are creating the product, Wizards of the Coast or whoever, the case may be, Tops, the list kind of goes on there. Oh, how do you avoid something like that? You have to get these into people's hands. And without just cutting out the middleman, the Walmarts and the local game stores and everything, there's really no safe way to do it. I'm curious what this person has in mind, what their business practice would be when a new product releases. How would you sell it, KLR? I'm very curious. Morgan Gallagher, this article is 100% false. This is good information. I am the vendor for the Walmart in my town, and I stocked my entire section this morning. This was 12 hours ago, 13 hours when you're watching this. The other 6 stores in the market, ranging in distance from 135 miles away to 200, are also stocking as usual, but with a 2 or 3 item cap. So there's a cap now at some of these stores. My store is the only one in the eastern half and western half of North Dakota with no limit on how many items can be purchased. This is true. I've been to different locations, and I've noticed I can purchase only one. This one, you guys saw the video. That was out in Medina Target. Yeah. I can only get 1 pack of the new of TSR. I'm like, what? I can only get 1 Times Power Remastered booster pack? What's going on here? That's all they would do. And they had to open it out, they had to unlock the case, which was located back in electronic department and electronics. I'm like, what? Why would you do this to me? You know, like I drove around all day trying to find some packs, and I found one that Target had. This is when there was a shortage on them, But holy crap, man, that is accurate. Some information there, but also this person does say that it's not the case for other stores. This might be per location, per Walmart, store location discretion. Each individual Walmart might make up their own rules, and because maybe they have issues, maybe they don't have issues. Something else, though. These are my personal experiences I've had going into Walmarts or Targets. I was at a Walmart once, and I was just walking up to the checkout, and I was talking to my friend, and we were talking about the trading card games and everything. Can't remember the exact triggering thing I said, but the associate that overheard me, she's the overseer of the self-checkout, lanes. She's like, just like 2 days ago. I was talking about the huge boxes now. They're like the size of this, but like bulky. For the new collector packs, I was talking like, man, these boxes are so big, it's ridiculous. I already knew the reasoning why. It's because of theft and whatnot, But this woman, associate, she speaks up and she's like, you wouldn't believe this. Like they're getting crazy like that because of the people that come in and steal. She's like, we had 5 kids. No, she's like, not even kids. They were like 18 to like probably 22, 25 years old. 5 of them. And they came up into the Walmart. This is in Parma, Ohio Walmart. And they just started shoving these packs down their pants. They just started stealing them. The second they hit the shelves, they're all waiting there. And the second they arrived, they just started stealing the stuff and then try to walk out the store. They all got arrested, she said, which I thought that was great. Good. Don't steal. Bad things will happen to you. Bubba, bend over, soap. Don't want to elope. Okay. Then the other story. I'm at a Walmart out in North Olmsted, Ohio this time. There's these 2 guys, and they're just hanging out in like the aisle, just posted up, and I'm thinking that maybe they're looking for the Magic, or whatever, or maybe they're looking for the Pokemon, something about to come out. They're waiting on the vendor to come in because they want to buy up all their sports cards. That's what they're doing. They just wait. They post up in the aisle and wait for the vendor to come in and buy up all their stuff, and then they leave. So those are personal experiences I've had. There's a lot of theft going on. Why would you want to carry something on your shelves if people are just stealing this stuff left and freaking right? How is that going to benefit you, as a store, if you just have a huge amount of shrink? Well, it doesn't really affect Walmart all that much, considering MJ Holdings is one of the people who really are biting the bullet on this one. They're taking it all. Walmart doesn't care about theft of gaming cards. The system in place ensures MJ Holdings takes the hit on all theft. My son works at Walmart, and he says when he is stocking shelves on Pokemon Day, he always has groups of people following him around the store until he gets the Pokemon boxes. That happens. These people are like that. They are very intense. I'm sure some of you people that have done this are watching right now, I have never personally done this, but I will try to arrive the day I know that they're coming in, And I remember one time I just asked this woman who was stocking the shelves, a vendor. I was like, hey, did you have any Magic? I was so nice and friendly, and she like snapped at me. I think I mentioned this in the TSR video. And she just snapped at me, and I'm like, what did I do to you? I didn't pee in your Cheerios, Like she was really, really upset that I even like talked to her. And I'm like, someone hurt you. You have been harassed. And it makes sense, though. It does make a lot of sense. Like these vendors are harassed, They have people just waiting waiting on them to arrive, camping out overnight for them to show up, and then just and grab all the stuff so they can make $100 off the stuff. It's like, what is wrong with you people? But this is the world we live in lately. Someone else said scalpers ruin literally everything, and it's worse than it's ever been because everything's getting scalped now. This is another fact, man. Like, people are doing this crap. Longbox down here says, absolutely hilarious. Probably one of the people that's either stealing the stuff or scalping. They're to blame. So there you go. This is just getting out of control. So I looked into it a little bit more. This whole message, are they going to be actually doing this? Is Walmart going to be shutting down the trading card games? Well, let's take a look-see. As of right now, the answer is no. This is Magic the Gathering. We can just click on Walmart's website, and in we go with a ton of product for sale on shelves. $143 now for VIP packs. That is insanity. So it looks like currently they're still selling, but also you have to consider these are other sites that are selling these. For instance, here is a Pharaohify, LLC. Like, they're selling this on Walmart's website. So it doesn't mean it's in store necessarily, but then you have free shipping. You got stuff that actually Walmart is selling, and they can send it to you. Sold and shipped by ITI Store, free delivery. So there are companies that, are selling Walmart, even random product. Here's 1,000 cards, Magic the Gathering cards, plus bonus of 25 rares. I bet if the rares weren't even in there, you wouldn't even want to buy this. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is junk when they put it up on here. They're getting rid of their bulk, guys. So be very careful. Don't get excited when you see this kind of stuff right now. My thoughts on all this. Yeah. If they did stop selling them at Targets and Walmarts, yeah, I've been looking at trading cards since I was like a little kid, I feel, in Walmarts and whatnot, and then Target came around. I think it would have, it's hard to say, it's a double-sided sword, man, or double-sided coin. On one side, you got local game stores that are really going to benefit, okay? Because then people got to go to their local game store and purchase from them, and I think that'd be amazing. But then you have a lot, and I mean a lot, of areas that do not have local game stores within 20 miles, 30 miles, 50 miles, 100 miles. They don't exist, but there's Walmarts everywhere. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But if the problem is the items are just getting stolen and there's fights breaking out over Pokemon cards, stop acting like idiots out there. But I can say that all I want, but it's not going to change anything. People are going to do what they want to do. It's just how life goes, man. You cannot change other people. The only change you can is within, and that's within yourself. So you want to make a change yourself. You can't change others. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up, man. What a nutty experience, all this is going on. Even the little occasions I had going into Walmarts and Targets. Do I think that this is really going to be a thing? Isolated for now. I think limits are going to be imposed. What they need to do is probably just lock the stuff up, put it behind. If it's going to get this crazy, just lock it up. Do what Target's doing. Limit the stuff. Really make it so these people just go away. Limit 3 packs a person, 4 packs a person, I don't know, 2 packs a person, whatever the case may be, 1 bundle per person. I don't know how it's going to go. I think that'll get rid of a lot of the issues that they face. Anyway, I'm Joey Moss, Bad Boy MTG. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want to hear your thoughts. Is this going to go down? Are they really going to stick it to the people? How far does that stretch? Oh, wow, we got a long green screen there, huh? We'll see. Skadoosh.